This message goes out to Donald Trump. I know you're on TikTok now, and so hopefully this message reaches you in kind, or maybe some of your constituents can get this message to you and hear me out. Mr. Trump, I know you've been under fire a lot lately, and recently you've been attacked on stage. And I want to apologize to you for that. Quite honestly, their approach was wrong, and you handled it very well, and I appreciate you for handling it the way you did, right? It was not called for. It was a complete blindside attack on your character. Mr. Trump, I don't think it's necessarily you. It's a little bit deeper than that, Mr. Trump. And this is just my opinion, and it's just something you probably don't know, and maybe you do. But you have to understand that the majority of Black men follow you. They want you to get back in there, fix this country, fix the economy, secure the border, bring the money back so they can be providers and protectors, right? That's our nature, right? Protect and provide. Right now, we're not really in a position of doing that because there's no money floating around, especially in the inner city. And I know you've been promising to do that, which is why a lot of Black men are following you. They want the money. They're going for the money. That's why we're following you. Well, I don't know if you know this or not, Mr. Trump, but there's a gender war going on the internet. And it started before COVID. This was a couple years before COVID, actually. But COVID really brought it out because everybody was at home. They had nowhere to go. There was right around a time where it was a gentleman by the name of Kevin Samuels. He used to be a dating coach, and people were lonely and they were looking for love. They couldn't leave the house. And this dating coach exposed a lot of buffoonery in the Black community. And Black women got very, very upset about this because they thought that they had the upper hand when it came to the way Black men felt. And they got exposed on the internet, and it was quite embarrassing. Okay. This gentleman has since passed a couple of years ago. Rest in peace. But leading up to where we are now, it just never stopped. It just kept going and going and going. And to the point to where Black men have started saying, you know what, we're going to just start dating outside of our race. We're going to go to different countries. We're going to get passports. We're going to go to different countries, and we're going to leave y'all behind. And we're not going to date y'all anymore because y'all are getting out of hand with your demands, and nothing's changing about any of this. We're trying to meet you on a level playing field, and y'all don't want to play fair. They just want to keep going with the same talking points, the same arguments. Well, Mr. Trump, my point to you through all of this is to say that I don't necessarily think it's you. I think that they're just using you to attack us because they know that the majority of Black men follow you, but they're angry at us because they don't feel protected by us. Because you got to understand, your talking points are hitting what everybody really needs to be logically thinking about: securing the border, fixing the economy, bringing money back into our pockets so we can put food on the table. There are a lot of single parent households out there, and whether they want to admit it or not, they are flipping out on the internet because they can't make ends meet and they can't pay bills, right? But at the same time, they can't find a good man or, to to bring into the house, or their demands are so outrageous that men are just not stepping up to the plate, right, to help them, because they don't want to go 50-50. They don't want to do this. They don't want to have two parents in the household. There's a lot going on, but they're so angry at us because men are waking up and listening to each other and thinking logically, and women are still very emotional, right? They don't really have a good reason to not vote for you other than the fact that their emotions are all over the place. But not all of them. Not all of them. So I just wanted to let you know that I don't think it's necessarily you. I think they're just using you to try to get back at us because they know that, because it's all out there on the streets. It's all out there on the internet that they know that the majority of Black men are wanting to vote for you. And to be quite honest, there would be no other reason not to, except when you're in your emotions. And we know that women are very emotional. So again, I want to apologize to you for what happened. And I'm going to ask you to just hold the line. Stick with us. We got your back. Okay? Do the best you can out here. We know it's tough, and we're depending on you to fix this. Mr. Trump, I hope you have a great day and a great week, and we'll see you at the polls. Hold the line.